Welcome to the social reel.
Hello, my friends. We meet again. It's been a while. Where should I begin? I can begin by telling you that Scott doesn't post these as podcasts anymore, so you're going to have to start watching
I forgot!
on YouTube. But I am Aaron, joined as always by my producer, best friend, Scott.
That does no producing.
Barely any producing.
He asked me yesterday. He was like, "Hey man, did you forget to post the show from last week?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did. I forgot,
Yeah,
man." Because I mean, we've kind of dove into the whole video part of it.
Yeah, I know.
And it just kind of the whole audio is become secondary.
I know.
For the most part.
Sometimes I do like to air check us, like when I'm
know.
driving to work and stuff. But I've been listening to old episodes, and man, with our mics, we sound really good. So we sound important.
As long as we don't tap them or hit them with candy or food.
If you haven't yet, head on over to YouTube, Social Reel 24, or TikTok, the Social Reel, and watch. We did
a lot of videos on TikTok.
We're putting, AI is making it very easy.
Well, that's the world we live in now. Technology is fantastic.
So yesterday we did a impromptu snack show where we got to try some really cool stuff. If you haven't seen it yet, head on over to YouTube and check it out.
Maybe I'll post it in audio format.
No, just post last week's episode in audio format. We do have a guest tonight. We have some movies to talk about. The Oscars are on right now, so we're gonna try and.
No, they're not.
Not in this room, but they are technically on right now.
Somebody was trying, but
just couldn't figure it out.
Couldn't figure out how to turn the TV on.
Nah,
fucking boomer.
You're so stupid. Anyways, so without further ado, because I know he is a busy man, and I want to get him in and out of here as fast as humanly possible. Let's give a big social real welcome to my buddy Juan, who lives in El Paso, Texas, and does tattoos. Hi, Juan. How are you today?
Great. How are you guys doing?
We're great.
Thanks for taking time for two miserable bastards like us.
Yeah, I mean, a little history is I think we just became friends through like a pop punk group on Facebook, right? And this is like our first real conversation.
We actually, we met online.
Yes,
and
where I meet all my friends.
We talked a lot of trash back and forth, just for fun.
What?
Yeah.
Aaron talks trash online.
I
still
used to
do,
throw
bro.
the shit out of him just because. And then somehow, some way, we just became buddies online, and it's been that way ever since. So.
Yeah, but I did not know this because I'm pretty sure you're friends with Jeremy and Gino, but Jeremy became a tattoo artist, and then you became a tattoo artist. And I love Jeremy, but I think you're a better tattoo artist. So
oh, shots fired!
I don't mean it in like that, but I just mean like he has his own style, which is cool. It's just not a style
we got Jeremy in the green room here. I'm bringing him in.
No, I just think I love Jeremy. Like, it's cool that he's a Commanders fan, and I think he's one of the coolest people on the earth. But I didn't really notice until you were posting on Instagram, and I was saying like, I was reaching out to you, and I was like, "Is this your stuff, or are you just sharing people's stuff?" Because you are a really good tattoo artist. So how'd you get started doing that? Did Jeremy help you, or you just both happen to be friends? And
so Jeremy, he has been tattooing professionally longer than I have.
Okay,
but I actually started back in 2012. I had my first apprenticeship, and what happened was, I went to a shop called Sun City Tattoos, and I ended up apprenticing for 1 whole year. And then that's around the time my son was born. And when you're an apprentice, you don't make any money. So I was like, all right, I need to go full time on my job that I had at the time, which was a very interesting job, but that's a whole other story.
Well, we got time, dude. What was it?
I managed a porn shop.
Hell yeah, dude.
Like several years since then.
That's amazing. I never knew that.
Yeah, man. So when the pandemic started, they started letting people go and whatnot, and thankfully
People are
during that
sick.
time,
No porn.
yeah, man. But unemployment was good at the time, and I went to my former mentor, and he was like, "Well, what are you up to these days?" I'm like, "Nothing, just collecting unemployment." He's like, "Well, why don't we just continue your apprenticeship?" So then I was like, "Oh, I didn't think about that." I always told myself I'd get back on it, but they kept giving me raises and whatnot, so it made it very hard for me to like, hey, I'm gonna leave this job and go continue apprenticing for free. And but yeah, once I did that, I started tattooing again around 2021, and by that point, Jeremy had already been tattooing for about a year and a half or so. But no, yeah, he definitely has his own style, and um, I mean, I don't know, I can say he has me there because as much as I love what I do, I don't think I can look at my work and be like, hey, that's one of my pieces. Or people can look at it and say, oh, that's a Juan tattoo. Where they can see his and they're like, hey, that's a Jeremy tattoo. You know what I
I
mean?
get it. I'm not trying to start anything.
No,
Absolutely. I'm
I
just
know.
saying, like, I know he does a lot of like, it's almost like to me, it looks like a new school type of stuff. And he has his own, like, you
It's
can
a
tell
trippy style, yeah.
when he does his. I personally am not a fan of it. Like, I would love to get tattooed by Jeremy, but I mean, this is going like really in the weeds. Nobody knows who we're talking about here, but I'm saying, like, I just noticed that you guys were tattooing about the same time, and that's
Yeah.
what drew me to your stuff, because you do a lot of anime and I'm into anime.
Mm.
So I when I watch your or when I see your stuff online, I couldn't believe how good it was, because I didn't know that that's what you were doing. I had honestly no idea what you were doing, and you started posting a lot of stuff on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I I remember I reached out to you and I was like, "Is this yours?" And you were like, "Yeah, I don't share other people's art." And I was like, "Well, I had no idea," because going off the rails again, I'm going to a tattoo artist right now, and it's all traditional. So everything he puts on me, he wants to put like a traditional spin
It's
on,
awesome, though. I've seen it.
thank you, which I love, and he's really good at. But I like your anime style more. So I was actually going to do an anime like tattoo, and I told him to hold off because I want to go to you. And so, like, it's just, I just really like your style. I think you're an interesting person in general, so I thought your tattoos are interesting. That's all. I mean, that's pretty much the crux of it, how we met, all that good stuff. And what you do now. But you were tattooing in a shop, and now you're off on your own, and we're going to promote the hell out of that. So where can people find you if they want a tattoo from you?
So, because I did go private, since obviously I don't want people just showing up at the door knocking. I work at a
You
private
doing it
studio.
are you
So
doing it in
normally
your
when people
in your
people book
kitchen?
me,
So I don't mean to talk
I'm in a
over your bed.
basement
Yeah.
at a
Nice.
whorehouse somewhere.
At the old porn
It's
shop.
just some guy's bathroom. He's like, "Come on in."
Hey, you want some porn or you here for the porn or the tattoos? You here
Yeah,
for the
no,
tattoos? You
so-
head to the basement.
So what's cool is that my wife, she's actually she's a hairstylist, and she had her own suite, salon suite, where she works out of privately as well. And when I left the shop that I was at for personal reasons, um, I reached out to her because I was trying to get a spot where she was at. And we talked to her landlord, and then she told us there wasn't any spots there, but she happens to own other properties. So she's like, you know what? I just got this property. It has like 10 suites available. Uh, you want to take that? No contract. I was like, let's do it. And now I moved in there. I have my own schedule. I come in and go as I please, my own pricing and everything. And what's cool is that my wife decided to get a suite next door to me. So now she works there as well.
That could be good or bad. I don't know.
Oh, that's awesome. No, it's cool because we kind of feed off each other. Like, her clientele will come to me, and I have clients who, their wives want to get their hair done. So I'll send them to her, and
That is
it
cool.
just works out. And then even one of the artists from the shop that I was at previously is now working there as well. So we're slowly kind of building itself into some, like, I want to call it like a shop, but not really a shop because everybody's their own boss at this point. So there's no shop owner or nothing like that. So it works out for now,
That's awesome. So, is the end game to like have a bunch of guys and like have like a style you do, and then like have walk-in clients? And I kind of know how tattooing works, where you
Yeah.
have to like kind of rent your space and all that stuff. Is that the end goal, or is the end goal just to be like do the best you can, make the most money you can, type of thing?
Well, the end goal for me is actually, I kind of look at it like real estate.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Eventually,
good. Damn, you're
get
smart.
my wife too. We kind of want to open up our own spaces where people can rent out, because as much as I would like to also be a shop owner, which that is one of my goals, I eventually want to just get properties where I can hire artists, and in her case, like, hairstylists and whatnot, to the point where, because I mean, I don't think I can be tattooing till I'm 80 or 90, so
I think you can.
I mean, that'd be awesome. But eventually just have people work for me, and just be a landlord eventually.
I got you. Well, then I definitely need to get tattooed before that happens. All right. So I'm going to ask you, feel free to be like, I'm not answering that or whatever, but
Go for it.
I see all these on TikTok, these guys on TikTok and stuff. So I'm just curious, what's your least favorite like place to tattoo? Like, what do you just like, God, like you try to talk the client to move it or whatever, like when they come in and want a tattoo? Where do you hate tattooing?
Wherever the skin is more loose, man, like
I get it.
stomachs,
Damn it.
right here. I hate this area.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
It's just so annoying, like the placement, having them lay down a certain way, and it's just, and then you stretch the skin, the tattoo looks good, and then when they sit still, it distorts the image entirely. So,
Dude, when I got the pizza, the guy had to like, I've gotten tattoos up here before, but he had to like hold my arm down to the point where like my fingers were numb, and he's just like, that's the way it is for the next hour. And I was just like, fuck, that shit hurts.
dude. Or
But,
for example, girls tend to get pieces right here.
Yeah.
Like they get like little mandala type designs, and
Yep.
they go like this,
Just like
and
that. Yep.
Yeah, they distort, but with them, like the tattoo, like it's supposed to be straight, and it ends up going this way.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So it's
What
such a pain in the ass.
What is the one tattoo where somebody comes in and they ask for it, girl or boy, and you just roll your eyes like, okay, yeah, everybody has that.
Dude, lately it's been you seen Berserk?
I have that. Oh,
You
the
know that
berserk.
symbol
Yes,
that looks
God,
like the Bluetooth symbol.
I do know that symbol. Yes.
Dude, I've had people hit me up with like, "Hey man, you do anime tattoos?" I'm like, "Yeah, can I get the Berserk?" I'm like, "Cool, yeah, I'll do it." But I even
Right.
had a guy get it like right across his whole stomach, like chest.
Oh
to stomach.
wow,
Yeah,
that's
and I'm
crazy.
like,
I usually see it behind the ear or like on the on the wrist or whatever. So that's funny.
yeah, or
You
people
don't
get their last names right here,
yeah, in case they forget. I always say, like, is that in case you forget?
so that they can be identified.
Well, I was just. Do you ever get the anchor that says "refuse to sink" or the infinity symbol or the butterfly or whatever?
That was earlier on, man.
Okay.
That was more like in the mid 2010. So thankfully, around the time I started, that kind of stopped being a thing. But I did get to do a few, and one of them was actually on my sister-in-law. She got that infinity symbol with like some little dog paws. And
That's
she actually
that's
called me
awesome.
out about it yesterday.
Did she really?
Yeah,
That's
she was
funny.
Like, when are you gonna post my tattoo? I'm
Like never. I'm never gonna post it because everybody.
You're like,
has
oh, I think it's on my Instagram. You just have to scroll a few pages.
For years.
I'm
Just
sure it's
scroll
there.
for a year.
I'm sure it's there.
Well, see, man, this wasn't so bad. That's all I wanted to talk to you about. It's just nice to hear your story. It's nice to have you on here. I want to promote your shop or get you
No, I
some
appreciate
business.
it, man. I was wondering because I had talked to you about it, and I'm like,
What are we
you
going
guys
to talk
discuss
about?
movies for a lot of
No,
It's kind of both.
the movie stuff has kind of gone by the wayside, man. Like, there's so many movie podcasts out there, it doesn't really matter. The way I equate this is like Joe Rogan with normal people. I just want to talk to normal people about their story. This is an interesting story. The guy we had on 2 weeks ago, interesting story. Like, he's a Ukrainian immigrant. Yeah. He's going crazy right now. Like you being a tattoo guy, fucking interesting story, dude. Like you're like very.
The movie stuff fills in the cracks.
It does.
It just kind of fills the cracks.
Like
dessert.
But I'm. Oh yeah, go for it. I'm sorry.
Oh my bad.
No, you're good.
I was telling them that it all actually ties in together because of the fact that, well, going back to anime, like the reason I even started drawing was because of Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is what got me into drawing. And when it comes to movies, sorry, let me backtrack a little bit. Like I got into drawing because of Dragon Ball, and that's what made me be into art in general ever since. So throughout school, that's what I was good at. And so when I was around 16, 17 or so, that's when I started getting tattooed because I was playing in a band, which also ties into knowing Aaron eventually because same kind of music that we like.
But for sure.
I wanted to be all tattooed, I wanted to look cool, But
Me
until
too.
I went to my first shop, I saw the guys there. It was all horror themed, and I love horror movies. And when I walk in and they're doing tattoos and they're talking about Star Wars, they're talking about comic books and all kinds of shit, I was like, man, these guys get to make a living, doing art, which I love doing art. And then I like the whole theme of, the whole aesthetic the shop had, because that's what I want to do one day. I want to have my own shop that's like horror theme, almost like a freak show kind of like.
That's awesome, dude.
Place.
I will all in for that.
So it all kind of goes hand in hand.
We got a big shop. If you're ever in Arizona, man, there's a big shop in Chandler called Terror Trader it's a whole consignment shop that is all horror. It's just all horror stuff.
You'll have to come out here, dude. And we'll have to hang out. I'll get you some food or something.
Absolutely, man. Seen all the good stuff you like to eat,
dude.
Man.
It's the best. I will definitely show you around, but I'm gonna promise you right now on the show that before December 31st, 2025, I'm gonna come see you this year and get a tattoo from you. Okay, I swear to God, I will send you the deposit. I'll make it all work. It's just we're going through something right now, and as soon as that's all cleared up, I'll make it work for you.
If you were to tell me, hey man, give me 2 years, I'll still wait.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Put up some stuff here.
Before the end of this year, I will come to El Paso and get it. Do you guys have HEB there?
No, we don't.
Of course not. Of course not. So I'll just come
over here, man.
What's good to eat over there? Like that Spider-Man is so good. Like the Ghostface is so good. Your realism is really good too.
Yeah, it's hard to see hard to find a lot of people that actually do realism that actually looks good.
So you're just gonna have to take.
I think
care
out there some anime.
This whole leg.
Yeah, I try to do a little bit of everything.
Like, look at that. That Gohan is so good. And like I said, I don't want to I'm not I just think your anime is so fucking good, dude. Like I just need a good anime artist because the stuff I've been getting have just kind of been piecing together, but I've been wanting an anime tattoo forever. I had a Vegeta up on this arm that got covered up, but it was terrible. Like the guy forgot to add legs and it just looked like he traced it. Yeah, so it's covered up now, so it doesn't matter. I'll have to find a picture and send it to you online from when I was younger, but yeah, man. I love your work. I mean, you're a good friend. Thank you so much for doing this, dude. I appreciate you coming on the show and and talking. If anybody wants to reach out, head over to his Instagram, send him a message, tell him you want to get tattooed, tell him that we sent you, or don't. I don't care. I just want you to get as much work as possible. I mean, we're not the biggest podcast in the world, but people do watch us. So just so you know, you'll be on TikTok and stuff. People might be reaching out, and I really appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for having me, man.
Yeah, dude. We might have you on again. We could have you on again later, especially after I get tattooed from you. And
I want to have a horror talk one day, man.
Dude, yes, we will do that.
Every October, man.
We'll have you on in October, and we'll do some horror stuff. So, all right, man.
I'll have headphones and good,
I will send you, dude. I'm not kidding you. I have 2 extra pairs of AirPods. I'll send you some, or I'll bring you some when I get tattooed. Not joking. So, all right, buddy. I will talk to you later. Thank you so much for coming on. Go follow Juan on Instagram, and we'll talk to you next time, bud.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Absolutely follow Juan on Instagram.
He's got some good stuff.
Not easy to get him on. He's a little bit nervous. You kind of tell there, but he's really good on the mic. He's really good. This is what I'm talking about. You talk to the people come.
A lot of tattoo artists, even though they have to be social because they're tattooing people.
Yeah.
A lot of them are, I guess, a lot of the ones that I know are sometimes are very introverted, because they are,
I think Juan is
they draw. I kind of was that way for a while, and I don't know what happened, but
you're still introverted.
Kind of.
Hey, bro, you want to go to a movie? We'll see.
No.
We'll see.
I don't know what I'm doing in 3 hours.
We'll see.
We'll plan it. Hold on.
Like, I just need to know if you'll go. Hey, you want to go see Fallout? I'm like, no. I'm going to play baseball. But I'll buy your ticket. I don't know. Just know. Like, but, bro, let me...
I'm just at that age now where
me
it's just
tell
like,
you a
I
story.
don't like crowds.
I
I
get
don't
that,
like...
but like, if I back in the day, which is a Wednesday, and I was a youth, and there was an older man.
Ooh. Where are we going with this?
There's an older man who, even though I'm the younger in this situation, who was willing to take me to things and pay for them. I would just go, just because it's an experience. And you are so totally opposite. You're just like, nope, nope.
So, I'm confused. Where's the older man?
I don't know why I said older man. That's kind of why I stopped myself.
Yeah, where's the older man come into
I'm just
this?
saying, if
Because
there was like
clearly
a
I am older
guy-
than you.
Yeah.
And I realize that you want to buy me tickets and stuff, which is not what I expect.
just
I'm
like your
not going to
company.
wring that sponge because it's like I don't expect things from you.
No. I like your
I'm just
company.
curious as where the older man buying me things comes in.
I don't know why I said that. But
That's strange.
The point I was trying to
You
make,
need yourself a sugar daddy.
clearly.
Clearly.
I need a sugar daddy because I'm the one that always pays for things. But
That's what I'm saying is I think you have this fantasy about having a sugar daddy that takes you to concerts
negative.
and spanks you.
No, I would like a sugar daddy to take me to.
Oh, I thought you'd just say you would like a spanking.
No, Deftones next weekend. But
Oh, you guys could just 90s sugar daddy it up.
you don't like. Let me guess. You don't like Deftones?
They're okay. I'm not as huge a fan as like a lot of people are, but I do like them.
I think they're amazing.
Every once in a while, like if you listen to them for too long, it gets a little sleepy.
What, dude? You're crazy. They're a rock band.
Right.
Maybe if you listen to Change 852 times in a row, that's the only slow song they have.
It's a lot of like they're very sludgy, slow.
Dude, every time we talk about music, I want to fucking beat on you just a little bit.
I mean, let's rock and roll.
Anyways, so I got to see some movies this week. We'll jump into those real fast. So, okay, guess we're starting with this one. I watched this.
Start with whatever I put up.
About 2 hours ago. This is Love Hurts. Came out February 7th. It stars the kid from the Goonies. What the fuck is his name? It's gonna bother me.
Which one?
The Chinese kid.
Oh,
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, be racist. Oh God, Richard Donner, Sean Astin, John Ki Hu Kwan.
Ki-Hu Kwan. See, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, so he plays like a John Wick type, where he's in love with this chick who they let go a long time ago, and now he's got to fight his way through the city trying to find his brother.
So it's not good.
Dude, it's boring.
Really?
I'm kind of over this.
It sounds like with the way you put it. I was like, okay, I'm kind of interested.
I'm just over like these types of films. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It just didn't do anything for me. I was just like, of course, he lives like he's a realtor now because he was a hitman.
He's like Clark Kent.
Yeah, it's exactly like that, dude. It's just like John Wick. He and then he's a kung fu master, and you're just like, bro, look,
that's more racist than what I did.
What?
Making him a kung fu master.
He is
Why?
a kung fu master.
Because he's Asian.
No, they're both Asian, and the last showdown.
Yeah, but why couldn't he be like? Why couldn't he be like he worked for H&R Block and he was just really good at taxes or something?
No,
they're like, no, he clearly has to know kung fu.
He does know kung fu. And
I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
You're just being racist.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's like any movie you put like Hispanic people in. They got to be driving like lowriders or something, you know?
Yeah. And it's just there's a bunch of silly comedy things that happen in this. Marshawn Lynch is in this.
He's like, I'm only here because I won't get fined.
Oh, at one point he goes beast mode, bitch, and I was just like,
see, it would have been funnier if he said what I said.
I guess.
I'm only here so I'm not fined.
But it was all right. I don't recommend it. Don't waste your time. I'm glad I watched it at home, and then I really have a lot to say about the next movie. So you can. The theater experience is going to die. The theater experience is going to die because there's no reason this movie should have gone to the theater. Like, first off, there was just a bunch of old
I love
people.
how you just lead with that.
Hey, well, I'm just saying,
Theater's dead.
It
Fuck
is.
Woody Harrelson.
It is going to die. No, Woody Harrelson is barely in this movie. So this movie is an hour and a half long. It's an hour and 33
Top
minutes
build,
long.
and he's
Yeah.
like in it for 5 minutes.
He's in it, but it's just like
Shows up like Captain America and freaking.
No, he's like the old diver who it's his last dive.
Of course.
Well, it's based on a true story. Here's the thing about this movie, okay? This movie should have been a Netflix movie. There is no reason for it to exist. You could probably watch the documentary and have a better time because they stretch the end of this movie out so long that you're just like,
This is a great movie, according to George Kittle on TikTok.
who's George? Oh, no. Fucking the tight end from...
Yes.
It isn't.
He's doing promos for this movie.
It's not a great movie.
He's like, oh, this movie had me on the edge of my seat.
Maybe if you don't know what fucking happens, but it's literally a famous story. And the dude lives, okay? I don't give a fuck. Don't watch the movie. The guy lives. He fucking doesn't have any oxygen for almost 30 minutes, and he lives. And
Wait a minute. Is that why it's called Last Breath?
I thought it was because Creed.
He didn't have oxygen for 30 minutes?
27 minutes.
So he was just like taking little breaths?
No. So, according to
You
scientists...
know what movie that's from?
No.
Eddie Murphy. He Nights.
I've never seen it.
He's like, you just got to take little breaths, man. Like,
No. I guess scientists can't figure out why he wasn't hurt after not having... Like, he wasn't, like, in a vegetative state or, like, a retard.
see, that makes me panic.
So...
Like, I'm panicking right now thinking about holding my breath for 30 minutes.
Well, he doesn't hold his breath. He goes unconscious. But the thing is, I guess they're saying that because it's so far down on the ocean floor, that the depth and the temperature could have had something to do with it, where the brain cells didn't start like dying or something like that. But they don't
the clock down.
Yeah, but they don't know. So they have no clue. But dude, it's just like, I watched the documentary. I've seen this story before. I knew what was going to happen, and they did nothing to make it like more interesting. There's like this one part that's like a little drama-y, and you're just like, oh, what's going to happen? But it happens, and you're just like, you kind of know what's going to happen. And there was this old lady in the theater who was just screaming her butt off like anytime something like crazy happened. And I just, dude, like I said,
These are clearly people that don't watch movies all the time.
The problem.
Imagine if you could go back to that state where just like you don't watch movies, you don't know what's going to happen. Things surprise you still.
Hold on. Even if so maybe if you don't know the story, this might be entertaining.
Right. See, I'm not super familiar with the story. I know of it.
I knew of this story.
Right.
And I watched the documentary because sometimes it's just on. So it was just like, all right, yeah, okay, yeah, I already knew all this happens. And I feel like the documentary has more information anyways. But the problem I have is it isn't like, there's nothing to draw you to the theater to see it. There's no like, oh, is he... like
Woody Harrelson.
I guess
that's why the old people are going.
Fucking Shang-Chi, Simu Liu's in it.
Yeah, none of the older people know him. They didn't see Shang-Chi.
Yeah, nobody saw Shang-Chi, even though it was nominated for Oscar. Anyways,
I didn't hate that movie.
No, of course not.
It wasn't terrible.
You like the dragon at the end of it. It was not good. So that's pretty much it. And then I continue watching The Rookie on
which we kind of talked about a little bit yesterday.
We did. If you want to.
So you saw a new episode today. How was that one,
dude? He gets into a shootout. So I hate this show, but I've
never watched this.
It's a train
but
wreck.
Seeing the cover,
yeah,
I now know because is this the one where they go up to the garage?
Yes,
and the dudes are playing the sexy policeman.
Yeah, is that a baton in your pocket, or you just happy? That's why I started watching it,
because I noticed the guy and I'm like, oh, that's the guy and the girl from the TikTok.
Yeah, well, no, the girl's not in here yet. She hasn't been introduced yet.
Oh, so you haven't gotten to that part yet?
No, I'm still in the first season. I guess that's season like 6. Or
yeah, because it's on like season like 4 or 5 now or something, isn't it?
Season 7
or 7. Yes, that's right.
It started in 2018, and I'm here watching it. But it is so astronomically terrible. But I cannot stop watching.
It's like a car accident.
The drama has pulled me in.
So it's kind of like a police version of The Walking Dead.
The
Walking Dead was to the point where like so much bullshit happened.
It's more action comedy, so there's like
you couldn't you couldn't pull yourself away from it. One, because you got invested into it.
Yeah,
and two, it was like you're like, okay, like something crazy happens, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna hang around for another episode.
Pretty much. So his training, like it's all based on like Nathan Fillion. He's an older guy who decides to join the police force when he's old. No, there's no statute of limitations. I looked it up. I mean, in the show, and then
I was kind of thinking like military, because you know that military has a cap. It's like what 32 or
yeah. So these are all new people in the picture, but except for the white guy at the second from bottom, I
think this is the most recent
So,
season.
Like his training officer, she's she's like a sassy black lady who like she gets caught in some trouble, and he like walks into the office, and he's like, she's the best trainer ever, and
She gives him 2 snaps in a Z formation.
yeah, it's bro. Once, like I said yesterday, they act like SWAT doesn't exist. They never call for backup. It's like
They're like, we don't need him.
yeah, it's always like, oh, this house got shot up, and now we got
it.
Yeah, and dude,
Let's roll.
yeah, it's so crazy. Like, and I posted on Facebook that it's a silly ass show, and like 3 women, of course, women reached out. And
We
were like,
love this
yeah,
show.
we're like that show's awesome.
It's so real.
You're dead to me. Yeah, and I'm like, what?
You're like, you know that I'm watching this, right?
Yeah, there was an episode that I watched yesterday where like a prison van flips over, and each rookie is tasked to find one of the escaped convicts, and they're all doing something completely crazy. Like,
You go that way.
yeah, pretty much.
We're going to go this way.
They already had a "you're too close to this case, I'm going to need to take your badge," and I'm like,
okay,
dude,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
only season 1.
Just every cop movie trope in
Yeah,
every episode.
everything. So I don't know. I'm going to keep watching. I'll keep giving you updates. It's okay. I'm really excited about Friday because Mickey 17 comes out. We'll have a complete. I meant to have Dotson on for the fucking. What did you do?
Are you done talking about it?
Yeah, the rookie. Yeah.
Okay.
But look, you still have the square there.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, on mine you still have a square there.
No. Calm down.
I'll show you.
We're good. Oh, Jesus. Now you're never going to be able to get it back.
Oh,
Oh, God. It's exactly what it's on my screen.
oh shit! The square went away. Oh damn,
Jesus.
we are terrible at being podcast hosts.
No, not we. I'm doing my part.
Anyway.
I'm doing my part.
I ain't doing shit.
There you go.
Pay for everything. Hey, you go see Mickey 17 with me on Friday?
I don't
know. I don't know what's going on. We'll see. You still have ball?
No,
Oh, we'll go Saturday.
not next week.
Okay, well, we'll go Saturday.
It's just we won back-to-back championships, so
Who cares? What'd you win?
I care.
What'd you win?
It's pride, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
When's
Congratulations on
the
your
last time you won a championship?
Well, when did we go out with Amir for his birthday?
That doesn't count.
It does
Nah,
count.
you paid for that. You had way more adults.
Did I did I hoist the cup or no?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Have one.
You pay $50 and then you win at the end of the year. And
You
then
get to hoist a plastic cup.
and you get nothing. So,
Pride, baby.
okay, no one cares. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. This is a quickie, 30-minute episode. Like I said, go fucking check out Juan's stuff. Get a tattoo from him. Tell him we sent you, or don't. I don't know. Can't tell you what to do. We'll have a full Oscar recap next week. If Amelia Perez wins 1 Oscar, I will never watch the Oscars again.
Dude, I saw parts of that. Chris was watching it. And I'm like, who fucking
I watched
greenlit this movie?
The whole thing. It's terrible.
I'm like, who greenlit this thing,
And
man?
Amir, our friend of the show, he's like, it's okay. I'm like, you're a crazy person, Amir. Like, stop standing for these terrible movies. Like, you are so much smarter than that. So we'll have a full Oscar recap next weekend. I think we're going to have Skylar on, and the conversation we'll do a little bit longer, long-form conversation. He has like a bajillion followers on TikTok, and he works with me. So, and he's like one of my best friends. So we'll do that. We'll see. Hopefully, Mickey 17. I'll watch some more movies. I'll watch some more Rookie, and we will get on that. But right now, I'm going to go have dinner with my family. So I'm Aaron.
And Scott.
And big gulps, huh? We'll see you later. Have a good week, guys. Head over and watch The Snack Show.
Social real.